Let's go to an interesting bar.
Sure.
The Seattle Eagle. And a lot to read here, but this is cool stuff. Unmarked facade, check. Dark, narrow entryway leading to dark, narrow bar area, check. Non-stop guy-on-guy porn projected on the large screen near the bar, check. Buff, shirtless bartender, check. Shirtless patrons, check. Mysterious caged balcony where unacts are said to occur, check. General hostility toward women patrons, check. I got a feeling this was a gay bar, huh?
Yeah, well, there's a reason why stereotypes exist, and the Eagle is like the Blue Oyster Bar in Police Academy. I mean, just the worst imaginable stereotype of a gay bar.
Really?
Not to say it's a bad bar. I mean, people love it, but
Yeah.
Every bar is different, and this bar definitely has its niche.
Mm-hmm. Did you specifically go into gay bars or other types of bars, just making sure that you could include them in the book because you wanted to be politically correct?
I think I went into them because definitely dives. I mean, the Eagle being one of them, and the Crescent just up the road being a totally different vibe, easily the best karaoke bar in the city, had an absolute blast.
Yeah?
You know?
Well, actually, there are some special dive categories in the book, like Stiffest Drinks. And so
Sure.
you go through and you list the bars that are the stiffest drinks.
Well, the Moon Temple being topped by a landslide.
And then karaoke dives. Man, I feel bad for you that you had to go in all those karaoke bars.
I love karaoke.
Do you?
Any opportunity to sing Lionel Richie is a good opportunity.
So you're Lionel Richie reincarnated?
Lionel Richie, a little Cetera, when I can get it in there. Sure.
Okay, all right. And they don't hard liquor dive bars. That's a category in and of itself, too.
Dive taverns, yeah.
Yeah, there are a
I
lot
was
of
just out
lot
one
of those.
watching the Celtics game,
Yeah.
Buckaroo.
And then gay dives, which we've talked a little bit about, and sportin' dives.
Right.
When you talk about sportin' dives, are you talking about car racing, or are you talking about just all sports?
All sports. The rock sport in the West Seattle Junction being the quintessential sporting dive.
Oh,
Cavernous, dark, stiff drinks.
Okay, and then good food. Now, I'm kind of surprised for this category to even be there.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's in there because of places like Mike's Chili Parlor and Jules May's, one of the oldest bars in Seattle, which it's debatable what dive bar now, but it certainly was back in the day. But they have fantastic, almost gourmet food, which gave me pause when including it in the book, for sure.
All right, let's go to the number 5 best dive bar in Seattle, the Nightlight, which is the downtown's best bar. What does that mean? Oh, we're not there.
It means.
Oh, okay, we're not there. Oh, there we are. We're there now. I was just getting a message off, and I was thinking, well, somebody's enjoying part of the dive bar right now. But the downtown's best bar. I mean, it's not the Westin.
Oh, no way. No, the Westin, way overpriced for beers. But that's every hotel bar. But the night, I have an extreme bias being the author of a book about dive bars, so naturally my best bar is going to be a dive bar. But the Nightlight's just a spectacular bar.
Well, what's so good about it?
I don't know.
Why would I want to go there?
It's another one of those places where, people of all walks of life commiserate rather easily, and the bartenders are just total professionals. They're all women in their 60s or 70s who don't screw around when they pour you a drink, and they're very, very sweet.
Let's go to the number 4 best Seattle dive bar, and here it is, the Baranoff. Is that how you say that?
That's right, yeah.
Seafair Pirates' favorite bar.
Seafair pirates, like real pirates, love drinking. They're very philanthropic, but they also are very generous in terms of allotting themselves a lot of booze to drink after the parade.
I see.
The Greenwood Parade night at the Baranoff, I've never seen a more just electric atmosphere as that one.
So let me ask you this. July the 4th, Independence Day, what bar will you be at?
July the 4th?
Yeah, the Independence Day dive bar.
Boy, oh boy. I'll probably just go down the street to the Tug Inn, my friendly neighborhood dive bar.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Now, there's some other categories that you have as well. Ghost of Dive Bars Past, Ghost of Dive Bars Future, and some far-flung dives. Let's talk just a little bit about the Ghost of Dive Bars Past. Here we have Sorry Charlie, the Admiral Benbow, Vito's, and Uncle Moe's. Man, I remember Vito's and the Admiral Benbow, but I don't remember the others.
Uncle Moe's Planet Georgetown was down at the end of Airport Way, right by Boeing Field. Like the planes almost landed on the roof. They also have another affiliate in Renton that you can still enjoy.
So did you get to visit any of these yourself?
Oh, sure. I actually had Uncle Moe's and what are the other ones that we had?
Oh, gosh.
I had Uncle Moe's and Vito's written up and had to pull them out of the book because they closed while I was in the process of writing the book.
Now, why did they close? Is the economy hitting dive bars too?
Vito's had some criminal activity that I think contributed to its shutdown. Absolutely.
You've got to be kidding me.
Uncle Mo's, I think they decided to pack it up. Georgetown was kind of getting away from its divey roots as a neighborhood. I think they just made a business decision or got their rent raised.
Oh, I see. So how was it that these were included in the Ghost of Dive Bars Past, and what was the standard?
I could have written an entire book on Ghosts of Dive Bars Past in Seattle, but just, you know, a lot of the radio shows I've been doing, people call in just to kind of get their favorite old, long-gone dive bar off their chest. And for me, the Admiral Banbow certainly qualifies as one of those. Sorry, Charlie's, the old piano bar at the base of Queen Anne. It's something different now. It's a sports bar.
So you've turned into a dive bar shrink?
Kinda, yeah.
What about that?
What's that?
Did you expect that to happen when you wrote this book?
I didn't expect that to happen at any point in my life until I got this book deal.
So I probably met a character or two along the way. Mm-hmm. What was your favorite character that you met?
Probably the pirate. I don't know if he's really a pirate at the Copper Door. That guy was one of a kind. I couldn't.
Was that the guy in the wheelchair that we talked about?
Yeah, just drinking straight rum with an eye patch in a wheelchair and acting like a pirate. I think he'd actually inhabited, his own look, even if he wasn't out, robbing U.S. freighters off the coast of Africa.
Well, here's a scary thought: the Ghost of Dive Bar's future. These are predictions on your part. The Mars Bar, Hooverville, Tin Hat, and others are going to become dive bars in the future. Tell me about that and why.
There's a caveat there, and that's only if they don't apply any more fresh paint ever, and don't clean their bathrooms more than once a week. It takes a lot of work. It'll take a lot of work for these bars to become dive bars, but
there's hope.
I've got some confidence that the Tin Hat can pull it off. I really like that place. They should really let themselves go.
Well, I got to know though, what is it that's? I mean, you've been on the circuit now because the book's been out for a little while. Have the owners of some of these bars been thankful that you've named them?
Oh, big time. Yeah, I've been surprised at the lack of complaints. Because, while I'm generally nice to, I'd say 80–90% of the bars in this book, give them a little ribbing throughout. But at an event I did at the Blue Moon, which was our launch party, the owner of Lenny's, the Sloop, and the Water Wheel showed up an hour early just to kind of show their gratitude and hang out and drink. Mm-hmm. Then I did a reading last Friday in Ballard, and the owner of Wingmasters showed up, and someone who was associated with the Crosswalk up in Greenwood. Yeah. They're thrilled because these places are just totally ignored by all but their regulars.
Yeah, well, so now when you go into a bar, are you known around town as the guy that writes the book?
No, I kind of try to retain some anonymity. If you'll notice by the photo on the back of the book, I had a really kind of Unabomber-esque beard going throughout. Just
I don't know, can we get this?
Blend into the
Here, I'll put this right up here next to the PBR. To see if we can get this.
You could just go to old clips of the shows with Joel. I mean, I was rocking
there we are.
Too.
Oh, and there is Mike right there. But you know what we've got to do? We've got to get to the last three. We've only gotten 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So Seattle's top 3 dive bars are. You know what people really need to do though?
Buy the book.
Buy the book. Find out what the top 3 bars are. Dive bars are.
The price of a pitcher. That's it.
The price of a pitcher?
Yeah,
how much does it cost?
$12.95.
Really? $12.95. You can find out all of this information. This is a tour guide of Seattle's dive bars. Mike, fantastic job on the book.
Thanks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, how could you ask for more? We'll see you right here next week on Public Exposure. Take care.